What resulted was as I was running water in the upstairs bathroom, it was backing up out the master bathroom downstairs.
Okay.
So here I am just checking everything in the bathroom upstairs, and downstairs we have a little lake forming. Lake groom was forming in this house.
Yeah.
Because when I test plumbing, I run water for 20 minutes. I do what the state says and not leave it unsupervised. But all this was taking place downstairs and I was upstairs.
Yeah.
And that ended up being a nice $6,000 extraction because half the house was flooded.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, man, I think it's great that you have those, experiences, as bad as they might have been in the moment, under your belt, because, I mean, that's what makes any company great, is messing up.
Right. And it's always nice to have quality realtors that come along and assure you that it'll be all right.
Yeah.
And that have faced it before,
Yeah.
Luckily, every single time it was an experienced realtor. They're like, "Oh yeah, I've dealt with this before."
Right. Yeah.
Oh, good. I thought I was the first one.
Yeah. 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 Man, I can't tell you how many times we've, like in the landscape business, had, issues that we've created. We were doing an irrigation install one time, and the ditcher, it just barely nicked one of the cleanouts. For their septic, and it knocked a piece of plastic down. And we thought we got it all out, but we couldn't be for sure. We had a camera, but didn't see any more plastic. So we cleaned it out the best we could, replaced the top that got busted, did a new cap, everything. We leave. Well, I get a call the next day. I think it was the next night, maybe 8 or 9 at night. And this lady, she was our client. She was panicking because all of the sinks and the bathtubs and the toilets were not draining at all.
Oh no.
So I said, okay, no problem. I don't know if we caused this, but there's a 95% chance that the plastic or something debris that we missed did cause this. So we called the plumbing company out. They diagnosed it, put their camera down. They found some plastic. I said, okay, we definitely caused it. So then they were like, well, we can do one of two things. We can cut out 3 feet of the pipe from the cleanout's back and try that, or we can go all the way to the alley. I said, you know what? Just you're already going to be here with the machines. Just go to the alley, whatever, cut it out, and then we'll replace that whole section. That way we know there's no more clogs. Mm-hmm. So they did, and then we called Amarillo Steam Team. They were there in the night she called me, or the day she called me, they were there within half an hour, maybe less.
Right.
Came out, cleaned it up. Sebastian and his crew came out and did the full extraction, because some of the water did back up into the. It wasn't sewer. It was just gray water, from the sinks and stuff. Was in the bathroom. They did a full extraction, cleaned it out, and then did a carpet refresh. So above and beyond what it was before, cleaner than before. And then we got her fixed up. But we lost money on that one too. But took care of her.
Amarillo Steam Team was up at that groom leak within 40 minutes, and if you don't know, it takes at least 50 minutes to get to groom, so I don't know how fast they were trying.
Right.
But that inspection was so funny. I called my wife and I was like, could you go to Dollar General and get towels? I thought I saw a Dollar General there in Groom.
Yeah.
There wasn't. The closest Dollar General was in Clarendon.
Right.
And she's just like, what do you want me to do? I was like, I don't know. I guess I'll have to call the professionals.
Yeah.
But, the nice thing about professionals is they've seen it.
Yep.
And Amarillo Steam Team's tagline is, when life
happens, we clean it up.
Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
They got a good tagline.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Man, speaking of life, there was a client for them that we seen. We're involved. We're involved with them and work with them closely weekly. And this girl, she was staying at a house in Canyon, I guess going to college there as well. I think there's 4 roommates in this one house. And she walks in from Christmas break, instant odor, just sewage. Okay, just in this house. Her room happened to be in the basement of the home, and it was an older house, okay? Well, there was a backup in the sewage line on the city side, okay?
Oh, no.
And it filled up the basement about 1.5 feet full of straight sewage water.
Oh, no.
And I'm talking her bed was pretty much covered, all her clothes, shoes, everything on the floor, everything in these bins in the closet. I guess they weren't sealed boxes. They were fully covered in septic water. And I was there, I think maybe half an hour after the initial call came in, man, and I'm telling you, it was a wreck. But those guys were there from that afternoon all through the night till around, I don't know, 11, maybe midnight, going back and forth. 'Cause you can't just take that water and dump it on the street. You've got to put it in the tank, take it to a specialized dumping area, which was 25 minutes from her house, and go back and forth with 2 trucks. And they did 2 or 3 crews running full time, full extraction for hours to get that water out of there and then also clean it up. So I've seen them react to some situations. I was just blown away with their response time and like how effective and efficient they were. And it's really cool to watch because people you don't usually see that, because as soon as they got there, she essentially left. So I mean, seeing that whole process was pretty neat. It stunk, but it was neat.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my soul.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.